Sometimes you can even see a glass gently trembling on the coffee table. You might think we have a tiny engine running, but the source is our small ginger cat, Marmalade. With every breath, he creates a medley of sounds that fill the quiet hours, transforming our home into a concert hall just for us. When he curls up, the performance begins. Snorts, whistles, and deep purrs, all from one little chest. Sometimes there's even a tiny squeak or a soft chirp, as if he's dreaming of chasing birds or running through fields. The first time we heard it, we worried he was unwell, but a vet visit confirmed Marmalade is just a world-class snorer. The vet even laughed, saying he'd never heard a cat quite like him, and assured us that Marmalade was perfectly healthy. His unique anatomy and love for contorted sleeping positions create the perfect storm for his nightly serenade. Whether he's twisted like a pretzel or sprawled out like a lion, his snores never fail to make us smile. Now his snoring is the soundtrack to our lives. Background noise for reading, TV, and even our mornings. It's become a part of our family routine. A gentle reminder that our little tiger is always nearby, keeping us company in his own special way. We've learned to cherish these funny sounds as a declaration of his contentment. Each snore is a sign that he feels safe, loved, and completely at home with us. When Marmalade snores, it means he feels safe and loved in his forever home. It's a nightly lullaby that reassures us all is well, and that he's exactly where he belongs. And for any cat parent, that's the most beautiful music in the world. A melody of trust, comfort, and unconditional love that plays on, night after night. Marmalade isn't your average cat. He's a character with a personality as bold as his ginger coat. We adopted him from a shelter, and from day one he was a master of the catnap, falling asleep anywhere, anytime, in any position. His tabby markings swirl like his namesake preserve, and his slightly squashed face gives him both charm and snoring power. Awake, he's affectionate and chatty. Asleep, he's a thunderous snorer. His favorite spot is a well-worn armchair, his throne of slumber. He starts curled up, but soon sprawls out, belly exposed, his prime snoring position. Friends are always shocked by the volume, whispering, "Is that the cat?" We just smile, proud of our little Maestro. He's more than a pet, he's family, and his noisy habit brings endless joy and laughter. Marmalade's snores are an integral part of our home. Marmalade's day is a careful balance of brief activity and long, luxurious rest. Though, if we're being honest, it's mostly about the rest. He's a master of relaxation, and his daily routine is a testament to the art of taking it easy. From the moment the sun rises, Marmalade is already halfway back to sleep, curled up in his favorite spot, letting the morning light warm his fur as he drifts in and out of dreams. He wakes with dramatic yawns and stretches, his paws reaching out as if to greet the day, then strolls to the kitchen for breakfast, supervising every step with a regal air, making sure his meal is served just right. After eating, he seeks out a sunbeam for his first major nap, basking in the golden light until his gentle purrs turn into rumbling snores that fill the room with a sense of peace. The afternoon brings a burst of play, 10 minutes of wild hunting, pouncing on toy mice and chasing feather wands, his energy suddenly unleashed in a flurry of movement and excitement. But just as quickly, it's back to napping, often in a box or under a bed, wherever he can find a cozy hidden spot to curl up and recharge for his next adventure. Each nap brings new snoring sounds, muffled and inventive, from soft little whistles to surprisingly loud rumbles that make us smile and wonder what he's dreaming about. As evening falls, Marmalade becomes our official lap warmer, curling up and serenading us with his snores, his presence a comforting reminder that we're all home together. His snoring is now the gentle soundtrack to our quiet evenings, a soft background melody that makes the house feel even cozier and more complete. What was once surprising is now a cherished sign that all is well. We've come to love the sound, and it's become part of our family's nightly routine. He's happy, safe, and dreaming, probably of sunbeams, feather wands, and endless treats, his paws twitching as he chases imaginary adventures in his sleep. Marmalade's snores are the heartbeat of our home, a gentle reminder that comfort, love, and a little bit of silliness make every day special.
The science behind a cat's snore is simple. When cats sleep deeply, their relaxed throat muscles let tissues vibrate, creating that familiar sound. Sleeping position matters. A cat on its back with its head at an odd angle is primed for a snoring symphony. Marmalade's twisted pretzel shapes are perfect for top-tier snoring. Physical build plays a role too. Flat-faced breeds like Marmalade have shorter nasal passages, making them natural snorers. Extra weight can also amplify the noise. Not all airway noises are snores. Sometimes it's a stuffy nose from dust or a mild cold. In most cases, like Marmalade's, snoring is harmless and endearing. It's a sign your cat is deeply relaxed and content. That rumble means every muscle has let go, ultimate feline comfort. So, if your cat snores, it's usually just another sign of a happy home.
The world of pet sounds is a rich orchestra. Each animal adds its own unique note. From the gentle purr of a kitten to the cheerful chirp of a bird, our homes are filled with a symphony of animal voices. Every pet, no matter how small or large, brings its own melody to the mix, creating a soundscape that is both comforting and endlessly entertaining.
A cat's snore, especially a loud one, is a quirky solo in this symphony. It's unexpected, sometimes startling, and always amusing. Unlike the soft mews or purrs we usually associate with cats, a snore is their way of letting loose, completely unfiltered, in the safety of sleep.
Compare it to a dog's snore. A big dog's rumble is like a gentle earthquake, steady and deep. It's a sound that fills the room, a low, comforting vibration that seems to say, all is well. Dogs snore with a kind of contentment that's hard to miss, and their snores can be as soothing as a lullaby.
But a cat's snore is more complex. Whistles, wheezes, snorts, a wild, unpredictable mix. Sometimes it's a soft whistle, other times a sudden snort that makes you glance over in surprise. Each cat seems to have its own signature snore, a personal soundtrack to their dreams.
Smaller pets like guinea pigs or budgies make cute, purposeful sounds, but nothing like the unconscious broadcast of a cat's snore. Their squeaks and chirps are deliberate, little bursts of communication, while a cat's snore is pure, unintentional comedy, a glimpse into their deepest relaxation.
The cat's snore is the anthem of doing absolutely nothing, pure, motionless rest. It's the sound of a creature completely at ease, stretched out in a sunbeam or curled up on a favorite blanket, lost in a world of dreams.
Even among cats, a purr is a happy, interactive hum, while a snore is its wild cousin from dreamland. Purring is for when they're awake and content, but snoring is reserved for those moments of total surrender to sleep, when their guard is down and their personalities shine through in the funniest ways.
The dog's snore is a drumbeat, the bird's chirp a flute, the guinea pig's squeak a triangle. Each pet brings its own instrument to the ensemble, creating a soundtrack that is as varied as it is delightful. Together, they fill our homes with music, both waking and sleeping.
But the cat's snore? That's the eccentric trombone, funny, loud, and full of personality. It's the sound that makes you smile even in the middle of the night and reminds you just how unique your feline friend really is.
Each sound tells a story, and Marmalade's snores tell of a cat so happy his sleep is anything but silent. It's a nightly performance, a reminder that even in rest our pets have so much character to share.
In the pet orchestra, the snoring cat is the star soloist. Their snores rise above the rest, impossible to ignore and always memorable.
And we wouldn't have it any other way. After all, it's these little quirks, the snores, the purrs, the chirps, that make our pets truly irreplaceable members of the family.
Online, snoring cats are superstars. Videos of tiny felines producing huge sounds rack up millions of views. The contrast is irresistible. Cats are usually graceful and mysterious, but a snoring cat shatters that image in the most endearing way. It reveals their vulnerable, goofy side, something we all relate to. These clips offer pure, uncomplicated joy, a digital therapy for stressful days. Watching a snoring kitten like Marmalade is an instant mood booster. The internet lets us share these funny moments, building a global community of cat lovers. New cat owners find reassurance seeing thousands of other snoring cats online. Instead of worrying, we celebrate these quirks and share the laughter. The snoring cat has become a beloved internet icon, and Marmalade is proud to be part of that noisy, adorable legacy.
A snoring cat is often healthy, but keeping them in top shape is key. Maintain a healthy weight. Extra pounds can worsen snoring. Feed a balanced diet and encourage daily play to keep them fit. Clean, allergen-free sleeping spots help their breathing. Wash bedding regularly and keep the house well ventilated. A humidifier can soothe airways, especially in dry months. Always provide fresh water. Hydration keeps their throat healthy. Some cats love running water, so a fountain can help. If your cat snores loudly in certain positions, gently encourage them to shift. The goal isn't to silence the snoring, but to ensure your cat is comfortable and healthy. While snoring is usually harmless, it's important to know your cat's normal sounds. If a silent sleeper suddenly starts snoring, or if the snoring changes, pay attention. Watch for signs like wheezing, coughing, open-mouthed breathing, or low energy. Discharge from the eyes or nose could mean an infection. Dental issues or a foreign object can also cause new snoring. If you notice these symptoms, consult your vet. A quick checkup can rule out serious problems and give you peace of mind. You know your cat best. Trust your instincts. Most of the time, you'll just have a happy, noisy sleeper. But it's always better to be safe and ensure sweet dreams are all that's behind those snores.
What makes our pets special isn't perfection, it's their hilarious imperfections. Marmalade's snoring is a funny little flaw that's become part of our family's story. Loving these quirks is at the heart of the human-animal bond. Our pets are always themselves, never embarrassed, never self-conscious. They teach us to embrace our own weirdness too. The sounds of a home, claws on the floor, jingling collars, and yes, loud snores, are the sounds of life shared. Marmalade's snores fill the quiet, reminding us he's safe and content. So let's celebrate the snorers, the droolers, the food thieves, and the scratchers. These quirks make our relationships rich and rewarding. They fill our lives with laughter and love. Share your own pet's quirks in the comments. Let's celebrate the beautiful imperfections of the animals who share our hearts and homes.